fighting out of the CKMTC. He holds a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, originally from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, but now making his home in Winnipeg. Here is Rodrigo Munduruca.
Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times, come up with a clean fight.
Electric atmosphere in the house here tonight for this one mixed martial arts matchup. 5-minute rounds, 3 of them to get to, and an interesting battle. Rodrigo Munduruca and Don Richards. Stefan Bonner.
Boy, this is a fight I've been pumped to see. It's not as hyped as some of the other fights because we got Duke Rufus, Joe Dirksen on the card, but man, Don Richard is a solid fighter. He went the distance with Brandon Vera, who's 4-0 in the UFC, stopping all of his opponents. No one else has been able to do that with Brandon Vera. He's also fought Ben Rothwell, had a good fight with Jeff Monson as well. Rodrigo is a BJJ black belt, but Don Richards a BJJ brown belt. Good ground game as well. We actually fought in a jiu-jitsu tournament a few years back, and he got me on point, so his ground's solid, and so is Rodrigo's, and right now they're going at it. Boy, this is going to be a good one.
Well, Don Richard, I mean, he's just got one of those looks about him, and there is no quitting that man. You can tell that, as you found out. And how about Rodrigo Munduruca? All his students are here from the Munduruca gym in Winnipeg.
Oh, and a good lateral drop right to the side mount. Don Richards is in a bad position. Rodrigo is very good from the side control, and he looks like he passes over into a full mount. He does have a full mount on Don Richards, and he's pummeling him. Richards showing good defense on the ground. He turns over, giving up his back, taking shots, and Rodrigo looking for the rear naked choke early.
Richard trying to stand up, trying to size each other up here.
Oh, beautiful takedown by Rodrigo, getting his back. Richard in trouble here. Richard's ground solid, his submission defense pretty solid. Let's see if he can get out of it, and he reverses into an omoplata. What action by these big guys.
We're talking heavyweights here.
Wow, what slick groundwork. Wow, good stand-up battle, and again, both these guys are very good on the ground.
Well, you mentioned to me earlier today, Munduruca just seems to be heavy on the ground. Maybe you can explain that.
Well, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's over 260 pounds and knows how to use every last ounce of that weight. And again, he passed Don's guard, and he's into the side mount. And this is where he's most dangerous. He's got, they call it the 100 kilos in Brazil. 100 kilos mean you use all your weight, 100 plus kilos with this big guy on top of you, but he knows how to use that weight well. He's putting it all that weight down on Don Richard right now. Don Richard definitely in trouble. He needs to get out of this position, but Richard's very hungry fighter. He wants to get his respect, and he's very determined. Expect him not to go down easily.
Munduruca has learned from some of the best as well, the Gracies, Vanderlei Silva. I remember you talking about that at Coliseum 4.
Oh, he's going for a key lock here. This could be dangerous for Richard. Richard a little too smart for that. He escapes the submission. Now he's back to a full mount. Let's see if Rodrigo could do a little more damage than last time. The first time, Richard showed good defense on the ground. He might have to give up his back again. This definitely is going to wear and tear on Richards. He's eating some punches. Rodrigo looking very impressive here early in round one.
Richard is trying to cover up. Munduruca won't let him.
Holding on. Richard in trouble.
Some ground and pound going on here. Rodrigo Munduruca on top of things right now over Don Richard.
He is heavy in the mount and definitely laying down some hammers on Don Richard.
Wow.
Richard hurt, Richard in trouble. The referee looking close. No. The referee stops the fight.
Well, the partisan crowd here happy with the decision. I'm going to ask you, is Don Richard, was he ready to give up on this one?
I don't think he was. I wanted to see it go a little bit more. He might have been hurt, but I was just so anxious to see a good fight here, and it was a good fight, but I wish he would have gave Richards a little bit more. Richards seems to look all right, and man, you know, hey, it was probably a good stoppage by the referee, but I wanted to see a little bit more.
Well, take a look at it in just a couple of seconds here. A lot of grounding and pounding going on there with Rodrigo Munduruca. Listen, Stefan, you call the action. He just kept feeding
him. Here's a replay. He is hitting him with some really clean shots right under the ear there. making that cauliflower a little worse. Richards trying to cover up, trying to protect himself. He's still defending. Those shots are definitely hurting him, but he's not doing anything to really escape the position. That's why the referee stopped it.
They call you the American Psycho for a reason. You like to see them dishing it out there. And after the replay, do you think they should have stopped it?
You know, I'm not going to say the ref did a bad job. He did his job. He did his job good. But I would have liked to see it, you know, go a little bit longer. Richards is up and all right. And, you know, it's a fight. If he, you know, he's going to walk out the ring on his own 2 feet. So
you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Gentlemen, referee Rich DeLay stops this bout in the first round at 3:28. Your winner by technical knockout, Rodrigo Munduruca.
We're going to go up to the ring in just a second here for a special interview, but Stefan, a submission specialist that did it with the fist tonight.
Well, I did it with
Rodrigo,
Brazilian
maybe
Jiu-Jitsu.
You know, another day at the office for you. 3 minutes into the match, and you take care of business.
Yeah, he's a very hard puncher. Hit me hard a couple times, but I've been hit harder by Giuseppe. But I don't know. Just had to do this, take him down and submit him. Or
Did you see an opening at all during the match, like when you pounced him at the end and you finally finished him off?
I thought he was defending himself properly, but there were some spaces there, and I just want to kind of make the ref stop. So I just kept punching.
Congratulations.